real. Thank you, everybody, for coming. So, I was honored in 2013 to be named the Poet Laureate of Clark County. When anyone becomes a Poet Laureate, you're kind of the ambassador for poetry in the community, and all laureates around the country and the world have a project. So the main thing that I wanted to do in Clark County was to start a Poets in the Schools program. I was a little jealous of Portland's Writers in the Schools program, and so we've done that. It's a very small kind of grassroots program that is needing more financial support, but it's been going strong for a while. We've received grant money to do it more than once, and we have a small group of teachers who've been going into the school, including myself, who you're going to meet here. But we're here today to celebrate the students who are going to from the Poets in the Schools program who are going to have their poems on the buses here in Clark County from today through the end of this year. So first I want to introduce Karen Matson, who is from the Arts of Clark County, and she's the person who did so much of the groundwork to make this Poems on the Bus program happen. So please say hello to Karen.
Hi, thank you so much for coming. Poets in the Poetry Moves was started as an idea about a year ago to bring public art, that is different public art, to the people. And C-Tran was great. Lamar Advertising was great. They both embraced the idea, and we had Christopher choose the first 10 poems that were launched in January, and we had our party at Vancouver Mall food court to launch Poetry Moves in Vancouver and C-Tran. So this is our second round, and we're excited because it's from the students within Clark County. I'd like to introduce Christine Selk, who's the C-Tran ambassador for our day here, and she's going to tell a little bit about what C-Tran's doing. Thank you.
Thanks, Karen. I am so excited and honored to be here today to represent C-Tran for the second phase of Poetry Moves. I think that a little bit of magic happens when you can introduce culture and surprise to the ordinary and the mundane. And I think that a lot of people might define the ordinary and mundane as their daily bus ride. And I think it's a gift to everyone who rides public transit to be able to look up and read these small gems that our local school kids have created. And again, C-Tran is thrilled to be part of this. We couldn't be happier, and we really hope that you enjoy hearing from all of these talented kids today. Thanks.
And I just want to make sure so that we don't forget to acknowledge the other teachers who went into the schools because they're here with us. If you wouldn't mind just coming a little closer so they know who you are. This is Morgan Hutchinson and Jim Martin. And then my wife, Tony, who you're going to hear from also. The three of them and me, so far, that's the Poets in the Schools program. So we're hoping to identify more poets in the community who want to do this and more schools that want us to come in. So if you think it's something exciting, then you know, get in touch with me. I'm not hard to find, and we'll come in and visit your classroom as well, okay? So we're going to get to it, and I'm going to apologize ahead of time that I will be coming up to help with the microphones because we'll probably have to adjust the mic a lot. So I'm not trying to intrude there. I'm just trying to make sure everyone can be heard. So our first student poet is Ashley S. She's a 10th grader from Fort Vancouver High School. So please welcome Ashley.
The name of my poem is Don't Be Afraid. Don't be afraid of love. Love will find you when you're ready. Love will find you when you learn to love yourself.
Next, we're going to hear from Cole B., 9th grader from Fort Vancouver High School. Come on up, Cole.
The name of my poem is A Candle, a Light Bulb, a Glowing Fire. Midnight black hair, glowing, smiling, sending love wherever she goes. Eyes as wide and blue and deep as the ocean she lives across. Beautiful in mind, body, and spirit, and as wholly luminescent as the sun. And she is mine, and I am hers.
I have done this before. Might not seem like it. Okay, so we're gonna now introduce Jim Martin, who's one of the teachers for Poets in the Schools, and he's gonna read a poem by Laura H. from Discovery Middle School.
Still I rise after my Angelou. Someday I will grow the rest of the way up. I will do anything I set my mind to. I will do anything people will with full sight do. But I do have full sight. I see the world differently. No one can stop me. Still I rise.
Next, we're going to hear from Jaden L., seventh grader he was a seventh grader when he wrote this poem this last school year, from Vancouver School of Arts and Academics. Jaden, come on up.
All right, so my poem is entitled From the Airplane. Blinking lights, midnight silhouette, wire of a river, tiny headlights of automobiles commuting. My circuit board of a city at night bears infinite intrigue. I, spectator, sit transfixed. Never has a simple town been so significant to me.
Thank you, Jaden. And next we're going to hear from Andrew H., who was, at the time that he wrote this, in 9th grade, Fort Vancouver High School. Come on up, Andrew.
The name of my poem is Ego Poem. My eyes are the ocean, my breath carries the wind, my palm holds the word, my essence is the light.
We're going to hear from Marley J. from Hartwood Elementary.
The name of my poem is Space. I am sitting on a star inside the Milky Way, looking at the planets, looking at them from far away. They are very fascinating.
Okay. We have a certificate for you if you'd like to. I want to say congratulations to you, and also every time someone gets up to the mic to do what you just did, they make themselves vulnerable, and it's a little bit scary and a little bit exciting, and congratulations on having done that. Yeah, let's give her a lot of love. That was really good. It's not easy. Even if you're a big ham like me who's been doing it for years, it's still a little bit scary, so congratulations. That was wonderful. I love it when we get people up to the mic for the first time. Yes, great. Okay, and so, come again?
Jenny.
Okay.
Her teacher.
So the next poem is going to be read by her teacher, Jenny Power, who's a teacher at Fort Vancouver High School. She'll be reading Rihanna N's poem. Please welcome Jenny Power.
The title of Rihanna's poem is Slowly Sinking. Fear is quicksand, it holds you captive, threatens to drag you down. If you hold on to other people, you can pull yourself out.
The next poem we're going to hear was written by Emma L. from Vancouver School of Arts and Academics, and Chris from CTRAN is going to read her poem today.
Okay, Emma was in 10th grade when she wrote this. The title of her poem is Stony Surprise. Hermit crabs in minuscule shells, snails leave slime trails, slick on the ragged stone. Anemones wave hellos before returning to their dinner party. The barrel-chest bear says it's time to leave. The small hands wave goodbye to new friends, and the tiny feet walk happily away.
Now I'm happy to introduce the youngest of our student poets today, Brianna Kay, who at the time that she wrote this poem was in the 3rd grade at Riverview Elementary. So please come on up, Brianna, and read your poem to us. I'm just going to stay a moment and make sure that's at a good height for you. What do you think?
Yeah.
Can we hear her?
So my poem is Snow. We are freezing cold and are very icy and light. We make you feel way beyond jubilant. We are millions of tiny balls of frozen rain with a white coat. We cover the ground with a humongous white blanket. We sound like a peaceful warning. We are snow. Woo!
Okay. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Got it. And, yeah, little tall. And that's good. And our last reader, our last poem today, it was written by Jessica Kay, 9th grade, Fort Vancouver High School, will be read today by one of our poets in the schools, Morgan Hutchinson. Morgan?
This poem by Jessica is called Love. I am my father's gentle goodnight kiss. I am the aroma of pancakes with coffee in the morning. I am the laughter of my childhood. I am the sparkling stars in my father's loving eyes. I am love. Thank you.
Thank you. And now we're going to ask all the poets that are here today to come up one more time so we can celebrate you one more time, and we have something to give you. And Chris from CTRAN is going to help us with that. This is also your photo opportunity, right?
Yes.
Okay. So should we say the names and do it that way?
Yes, that would be fantastic.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to say their names one more time, and Chris will present them. Ashley S. from Fort Vancouver High School. Woo! And what we did, and this is what we did with when we had the adults from Clark County in the first phase of the poem, is we insisted that each poet have one of the channel cards from the bus for themselves to frame or do what they would like with it. And we also have Cole B. from Fort Vancouver High School. Alora H. I think she may be one of the students. Is Alora here? Jim's representing Alora, so we'll make sure she gets hers. Jaden L. from Vancouver School of Arts and Academics. Andrew H. from Fort Vancouver High School. Marley from Hearthwood Elementary. Rihanna is not with us, so we'll make sure that she gets... Is she here? Oh, sorry. Hi, Rihanna. Hey, Rihanna, would you like to read your poem? No? Okay. I just figured I'd give it a shot. I host the open mic here in town that I'll be babbling about in a second, and that's what we try to do is nudge people up to the mic, so no offense. Okay. Emma from Vancouver School of Arts and Academics.
Emma's not here.
Emma's... Okay. Brianna from Riverview Elementary.
Yes.
Awesome job.
And Jessica from Fort Vancouver High School.
Okay, so we'll have...
So we'll make sure that she gets hers as well.
And you, Emma, you read Emma, so if you would give them the photo as well.
Okay, so I guess we're going to take some photos here now.
Here's what I'd like to do is I'd like to ask if we can move the mic. I don't want to just move it, but are we okay to move it over here? Just out of the way so they can get photographed? Okay. And have you all just move forward so there's a little more light on your faces? Okay. And let's see, are we going to get them all in the photo? guys, go for it. Big smiles. Got proud parents, proud grandparents. We got all your friends. Woo-hoo-hoo! So lovely. We got a couple more? All right. Let's give them a big round of applause. That there's a C-Tran bus parked right in that direction, beyond that light pole there. And on the C-Tran bus are all of the poems that you just heard. We want to invite all of you to go to see that bus. Karen, where are you? Karen? Say it in the mic. Okay, we're going to ask, I'm going to let you know that there's a C-Tran bus with all of the poems in it, and it's parked right in this diagonal direction, right beyond that light pole, so that all of the students and their families can see those poems and what they're going to look like on the bus. There will also be an opportunity to take pictures over there. There are some banners so we can thank the sponsors, and so we'd like everybody, and we particularly like all of the students, to go. Is it now? Now to go to the bus? Oh, to go to the bus now. Yay, here we go. Thank you, everybody. Let's go to the bus.